Let's start with a gentle warm-up. Take your legs nice and wide, your knees out over your toes, tuck your tailbone under and pull your deep abdominal muscles in. You have 3 tummy muscles. We have the 6-pack that's right at the front, that ripple at the front of your body. You have the obliques underneath that, and then pulling everything towards your spine is your corset muscle, your TBA. That's what I'd like you to pull in now. And when you pull that deep abdominal in, it will support your lower back. These muscles come in so tight, so close to each other, that when you pull one in, the other one feels the engagement. And I don't want you to pull in so much, 100%, that your shoulders come up and you can't breathe. Consider pulling that deep abdominal in about 30%. What you could do, if you're not aware of those tummy muscles, if you've had an operation, cesarean or some sort of abdominal operation, you might consider lifting your pelvic floor instead. So that sling muscle between your legs, engage that. So you can either do one or other, but know that both are being engaged. Deep abdominal will lift the pelvic floor, and the pelvic floor will pull in the deep abdominal. So your nervous system will direct the message into the muscle, the brain, traveling along the nervous system, and it takes practice. So some of you will get it straight away, others will take time, and that's fine. So pull the muscle in, tuck the tailbone under, sink into your legs and look after your lovely knees. Look after your knees, don't let them collapse. And don't bring the feet in so close that the angle of the knee doesn't work. Take your feet out so your knee goes over your second and third toe. Yeah! So the power is in your legs and the freedom is in your upper body. I often liken it to a tree. You've got sturdy, strong support in the roots and the trunk, and then the upper body is flowing. The shoulders are flowing. Good. So your tummy's tight, your shoulders are relaxed, and down your back. I'd like you to lift your arms and sink a little deeper into your legs. Now what we often do is tip forward, but I'd like you to stay upright, ear, shoulder, hip, and then lower your hands towards the floor. Find your elbows, lift and breathe in. So one of the advantages, one of the benefits of Pilates is that mind-body connection. And we'll get that through focusing on our body. Sorry, I'm just turning my music down a wee bit. And focusing on our breath. Inhale, pause at the top, and exhale, roll down. This is a very simple way of warming your spine. Feel it? Roll down. Warm your spine. Good. Drop and lift. Just give me a couple more of those. Warm the spine and gently warm your legs. I've got my little Pilates socks on today. It's a little bit chilly. I got a little bit of padding on them because the next move is to drop your hands shoulder height and turn to one side and lift your back heel. Bend your back knee, turn your body and bring your hands up to shoulder height. Drop and face the front. Feel those legs? Now do that the other side. Bend the back knee, bring the hands up to shoulder height and face the front. Let's do that again. Drop, breathe out, breathe in. So bring the movement and the breath together. Adapt this. If you've got foot issues or your leg or your knee isn't comfortable, make this comfortable for you. You do you. Find a way that this works for you. The reason I'm doing this is to warm your legs. If I warm your legs, I warm your entire body, because your whole body is warmed by those big muscle groups of your thighs. They're beginning to burn? Good. Drop to the floor. Find your elbows, look up, breathe in, and then let go. All the way down. Find the elbows, look up, breathe in. Feel the flow? Notice how it calms and soothes you. Stimulates that parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. The slower you move, the stronger you become. Isn't that interesting? The slow movement helps you to focus and work the right muscles. Give me one more. Then bring your hands down and shift from side to side. Look at your hand as it comes in line with your shoulder. Good. 3 more. Turn, centre, turn, centre. Beautiful. So you're really beginning to find that flow to your breath and to the movement. Love it. So let's do one of each. Drop to the floor. Look up, bend the knees. Now open and go one way. Centre, go the other way. Drop to the floor, all the way down. Look up, have I gone too fast? Am I too racy? Drop one way, centre. Drop the other, centre. Drop to the floor. Look up, breathe in, hands to shoulder height. Give me that twice more. Centre, turn, drop to the floor. Look up, look for that blue sky. And one more time, turn, breathe in, turn, breathe in and drop to the floor. Good. So bring the hands down. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. We know in Pilates we want good posture, ear, shoulder, hip. We want that line in our body. So I'd like you to pick up one leg, rotate at the ankle. You can use a chair, a small child, whatever works for you to support you in this position. But I want you to rotate and notice what's going on for your ankle. What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you experience? Pull the shoulders back, ear, shoulder, hip. Now take the knee to the side, open up the front of the hip. Either hold the hand behind or in front and take the opposite arm out to help stabilise you. Some of you will be able to straighten your leg. I can't. Some of you will be able to hold the big toe and straighten your leg. Again, I can't. By the end of the sessions, I have promised that we will have this leg straight and it will be by our ear. Okay? Bring that foot behind you. See if you can do it in one smooth move without holding on to the wall. Knees together, opposite arm in the air and tip. This is a lifestyle stretch. Our lifestyles make our hips and thighs very tight. I'm going to take my hand onto the inside of my foot and bring my other hand onto my thigh. How high? How high? How big? And release. Let's do that on the other side. Hold behind the knee. Rotate at the ankle. Listen, observe, notice, experience what's going on in the ankle. And round the other way. Posture starts here. So let's open up the ankle. Take the hand to the side, take the leg to the side. Pause for a moment. And if you can, straighten the leg. If that's working well, see if you can find your big toe. Do this in stages. They were levels. Holding the knee, level 1. Straightening the leg, level 2. And level 3 is straightening and taking it out to the side. And your challenge is to release the foot and take the foot behind you so the heel is towards your bum. Lift the opposite arm and tip forward to feel the stretch right down the front of the thigh. Take your hand to the inside of the foot and tip your pelvis forward and take the stretched arm onto your thigh and take the stretch higher. Well done. Good. Pause there. Shake out the legs. I'd like you to come down onto your knees. Kneeling down. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Bring your hands gently across your chest and turn. Side to side. What we're doing is recruiting our oblique muscles, our waist muscles. Turn side to side And doing this kneeling means that our body can't go anywhere. Our lower body is stuck, it's still. So of course you can adapt this and do it standing, but it will be more effective if you kneel. Because by kneeling, you keep the pelvis still, you keep the lower body still, and everything moves from your waist. This is a level 1. Take your hands to the front of your forehead and keep the elbows as wide as you can. Good. Keep remembering to pull those deeper muscles in, pull the shoulder blades back, and know that you're working the obliques, the rotational muscles of your waist. One more of these. Hips face the front, and then take your hands behind your head. Now this works the 2 areas that Pilates focuses on. Deep abdominal, because you're pulling it in, and that upper body shoulder strength that we talked about at the beginning. That shoulder strength, that chest opening, this helps us to breathe well. This helps us to bring back the strength in our upper back that we lose through kyphosis by sitting forward at a desk. So this is a good exercise to do. Well done. I'd like you to face the front. Bring your hands maybe to your side and just drop. So we're going back to level 1. I have a cunning plan and this will all come beautifully together. Trust me, I am a professional. Your knees on the floor, and as I say, if this doesn't work, come up to standing. I'd like you to tip from side to side, making the waist work hard. Interestingly, you are using your own body weight to tip. Well done. No hand weights, no weights. We will use those over the next couple of weeks if you've got them. If not, doesn't matter. So let's make it harder. What we did is we brought the fingers to the forehead. We now have a bigger, greater surface area to move side to side. There is more work on your waist. This, friends, will not work appropriately if you don't pull your tummy in. Bring your awareness back to your deep abdominal. If you can't feel the deep abdominal, bring your awareness back to your pelvic floor. Thank you. Level 3, hands behind your head. You're still moving? Good. Lovely. Side to side. So by now, your elbow should be coming close to the floor. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Somewhere close to the floor. One more on each side. Okay, let's use it as a guide rather than a guarantee. Guiding your elbow towards the floor. So pause and rotate. One side, centre, and then the other. All waist work, all toning your waist. Shall we make it harder? Yes, let's. If you feel you can, extend one leg, toes face forward. I'm going to go back to level 1, hands across my chest. So your leg is extended, your toes are facing forward, and you shift side to side, okay? Chest up, eye gaze up. So what people will do is they'll turn, and that puts too much pressure on your lower back. I want to feed your waist, I want to get in here. Now bring your hands to the front of your forehead and do the same thing. Extra load, extra area, surface area, much bigger exercise. You look terrific. You're doing well. So finally, take the hands behind your head. How's your leg coping? Have we got sciatic issues coming up or hip issues coming up? Stop, rest, recover, and come back. And then give me a couple more of these, going deeper and deeper each time. Come on, elbow to thigh, elbow to thigh. Yes. Elbow to floor, elbow to floor. Turn. So turn your whole body to look at your leg or over your leg and turn the other way. Wow. Give me 4 more of those. You're doing well. I'd like to change the exercise, 3 more. And keep this leg extended. If it's finding that it's too difficult, rest now. Because we're going to do 2 more and go straight in to another set of exercises. You're welcome. So hold here, extend the arms. Give me a bold palm here. Spread those fingers. Middle finger lines up with the middle of your shoulder. Bring the hand to the floor and line the shoulder up with the hand. Spread the hand. If you've got issues with your wrist, make it a knuckle and turn the knuckle in. I'm going to lift my arm into the air. I'm going to spend some time setting up. Squeezing my bum, pushing my hips forward, pushing my chest forward. Eye gaze, either up, forward or down. Choose an eye gaze that works for you. Squeeze your bum and lift your leg. 5, got to come out of this plant. 4, can you lift the leg in line with your hip? 3, breathe out. 2, breathe out. 1, hold the leg there. Take the arm in line with the ear and stretch. And then bring the hand up and the foot down. Lift, hold. I want to see that stretch. Give me the yawn. Arm up. Breathe out. Come on, big effort, big stretch. Both arms are straight. Arm up. 2 more, long and leggy. I wish. 1 more. Arm in line with ear. Fantastic. Now bring the arm in line with the ear. Hold here. Bend your knee. Bend your elbow. Touch your knee and go long. Do that again. Bring the elbow to the knee and go long. Only 3 more. We can do this. Elbow to knee. Go long. It's the holding position, isn't it? The other leg that pays the price. If you need to stop, do so now, because I'm going to carry on. I'm going to take this top hand under my body. You might need to bring the foot to the floor or level 2, keep the leg in the air. How far underneath can you go? And then breathe in and climb up. Look up if you can. Options here. Bring the foot to the floor to make it easier. Lift the leg in the air to make it harder. Other options include changing your eye gaze, keeping your eye gaze on the floor if you're nearly fall over, if your neck is worrying you. Last one. Fantastic. Good work. Knees apart, toes together, pose of a child. Now before I do the other side, let's do some work on releasing those hips. Bring your hands to the edge of your mat and push your bottom one way. Come to the middle and take your hands to the other edge of the mat and push your bottom away. Up onto your hands and knees and stretch your back. Head under, bottom under, push forward. Good. I'd like you to take a seat. We're going to do a seated forward fold. Straight legs and bring your hands down your legs, maybe your knees. If you can get to your calves, that would be fantastic. Give them a squeeze. Ankles, double points. Toes, you've hit the jackpot. Drop the shoulders. First layer of stretch, hamstrings. Second layer of a stretch, take the right leg over the left and walk down that leg. And we're starting to get into that tricky IT band. Maybe a little bit of sciatic issues going on in the lower back. You might want to massage, move it through. You might just be happy resting in this position. If you've had a hip replacement, don't go any further than this. Otherwise, level 3 stretch, hands behind you, chest lifted, drag the foot above your knee and drop the knee open. Okay, so we're getting deeper into the hips and the pelvis. Hopefully when we kneel, this won't feel so uncomfortable. The leg that's straight, wiggle the foot. Bring that foot to the floor. We're going deeper. Bring the heel closer. Lift your little bottom. Give it a shake. And bring your bottom to your heel. Stay here, comfortable as it is. If you are crying or silently swearing or loudly swearing, please stop. Not swearing, but just stop the position that you're in. Find the position that works for you. Because next, I want you to wiggle your big toe and then bring your nose to touch your big toe. Off you go. Off you go, nose to toe. Well done. Release your bottom, release your legs. Now take the left ankle over the right. Go down your legs, giving your legs a bit of a squeeze. What do we find in our legs? What tension sits there? Pilates is looking for your points of discomfort, your points of tension, in the hope that we can release them. Ankle over ankle, level 1. Hands behind, ankle above the knee, level 2, the knee drops. Straight leg, wiggle the toes, bring that foot to the floor. And here are the variations. Lifting your bottom, walking your bottom in and dropping it. Oh, I can feel that. Here's your level, 57? Ready? Big toe, here we come. Here we come. Aiming for the big toe. I want to know in the chat box if you're there. Let me know if you can touch your big toe without dislocating your hip. Take your bum away. Release your legs. Now, when you come onto your knees, your hips are going to be happy. So we're going to do all of that on the other side. Do you remember? Leg out, toes forward. Take your time to remember which side you're doing. And all I want you to do is drop. Hands across your chest. Noticing the waist, how far you can come down your leg. Breathe out, inhale. Breathe out, inhale. Do you remember from last time? The breath in is the lengthening breath. Feel that cool, crisp, lengthening breath in. Good. Level 2, hands to forehead, biggest surface area. Elbows stay out, aiming your elbow towards the floor, aiming your elbow towards your thigh. Keep going. Well done. Keep your toes on the floor, toes facing forward. Work through your waist. Add in your breath. As I said in the intro, doesn't matter if you're not breathing with me, but breathe. Next level, hands behind your head. What will happen, especially if we are slightly kyphotic, is we'll start to drop the elbows forward. If you feel that you can see your elbows, this level is too much. Bring the hands to the front. Be body aware. That's the gift of Pilates, body awareness. Lovely. Happy with this? Yes, it's fantastic. Okay, good egg. Hold at the top. And turn. Turn towards your leg, look forward. Centre, turn the other way. Turn to face the front. 4 more. Breathe. What do you notice? Trigger points in your leg or your lower back? Why not stop? Stop and stretch. If you're feeling this predominantly in your waist, you're doing a great job, okay? Doesn't mean it's wrong, it just means that you're tight and your body is responding differently. It's all good. Well done. So release. We're going to extend the arms and bring this hand, really stretch those fingers. Bring the hand underneath your shoulder. Take your time with your setup. Your knee, your toes, your hand, everything is in a straight line. Squeeze your bum, lift your arm, so one hand is above the other. Look up, look forward, or look down. So choose your neck option and lift the leg. Give me 5 of those. Lift and lower. 4 more. Lift and lower. Fantastic. 3, 2, Now hold the leg up, bring the arm over the ear, stretch and up to the ceiling. You can lower the foot to make it easier. Lengthen and lift. Lengthen, I want to see that stretch, and lift. 2 more. Lengthen, arm over ear. Lengthen, good. I'm going to leave my leg in the air. You don't have to, you can adapt, you can bring the foot down. Bend your knee, bring your elbow to touch your knee. Breathe out and go long. And do that again. Bend the knee, elbow to knee, and go long. Feel that stretch. 3 more. Elbow to knee, go long. 2 more. Yes, one last one. If you need to rest and recover, here's your time, because I'm now going to challenge your obliques one more time. Again, foot on the floor or foot in the air. Hand under your body. How far under can you go? Can you bring your elbow towards the floor? Can you? Can you? If you can, how about your cheek? The challenge is, can you bring your cheek towards the floor? Let me know how that feels. This is obliques, your waist work, and this is core strength. Core strength being abdominal and back strength. Give me one last one, because you are fantastic. And then recover. Pose of a child. Toes together, knees wide, stretch. Good. Hands to the edge of the mat. Push your bottom one way. Centre. And over to the other side. Oh, get into those hips. So I want you to rotate at the wrists. We're going to go on all fours. When you're on all fours, hands under shoulder, knees under hips, brace your tummy, ear, shoulder, hip. Lift the front arm, palm down and lower. Other side. This is level 1. Give me 4 more. Arm up, arm down. What I'm looking for is alignment. And when we're in front of a desk, the upper back starts to lose its muscle strength. So I know you mentioned that you start to notice yourself and your posture. So by doing this, you're strengthening your upper back. Let's take the opposite leg. So push the heel and the front arm. Opposite leg and arm. Straight line. Do that on the other side and breathe out. Straight line. Push away. Straight line. Can you feel your legs stretching? Your upper body strengthening? When we get tired, the head starts to drop. So I need you to keep your head up. Ear and shoulder line up. Good. I'm going to make it harder. Level 3. Bring the front arm and the back leg straight. Now turn the thumb up and the little finger down. Sweep your hand to me. And then sweep it as far back as your body, your shoulder will allow. And at the same time, take the opposite leg out as far as you can. Turn your head to face the front. Oh, yes. Return and do that on the other side. Back arm, front leg. Turn the thumb up, little finger down. Sweep the hand out to the side. Bring it all the way back. And at the same time, bring your leg out. Keep your head and shoulders still and land. 4 more each side. Remember, this is the hardest option. Level 1 was just the arms. Breathe in, stretch. Exhale. Sweep back and lower. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, glide your arm back. Open the leg and land. Breathe in. Exhale. Arm sweeps back. Good. 2 more. And you'll notice I'm working really hard to keep my body still. I've got a vital piece of equipment that will monitor my body. Very, very expensive piece of equipment. A water bottle. Hopefully, could go horribly wrong. Oh, do the opposite leg and arm, Adele. Turn the arm in, take the arm back as far as you can and stabilise through your core so that the bottle stays on your back. It means that your back is not overarching. It means that you're holding your body still. Are you up for that challenge? Shall we do it one more time? If you can't find a water bottle, a plant, very expensive glasses, no, I'm joking, anything to hand, not hand weights, because they fall off and they hurt, I've witnessed it. So come into the pose of the child and rest. That's mobility of the arm, mobility of the hip. It's also stability of the core, abs and back. Let's do a power move. Pilates is made up of mobility and strength moves. Let's do a strength move. We're in the mood. We're going to strengthen our arms. Hands under shoulders. Yeah, bring up the energy. Slide one leg away so the toe curls under. Slide the second leg away so the toe curls under. Bend the knees, and if you need, push your bum down. Well, that's easy. I know, but wait. Level 1 is one leg and return. Level 2 is both legs and return. And what I want you to pay particular attention to is what happens to your shoulder and what happens to your bum. Because what you'll want to do is lift your bum and come away from your shoulder. You want to take it into down dog. You want to do this. Because that takes the pressure off of your hands, off of your arms, out of your shoulders. Lifting your bum takes the pressure out of your abdominals. So you can see it's really important that we get the technique right. So therefore we strengthen the arms, we strengthen the upper back, and we strengthen the core. Level 3, you ask. Here it is. Watch my hips. I'm not going to do a leaky water bottle, but I'm going to attempt to lift one arm and then the other without moving my hips. Now I know what a car crash that is. Because I see it in class all the time. This is what happens. And that's what I'd like you to try and avoid. So either one leg or both legs, square off the hips, lift one arm. I know it's tested. Lift the other arm. If you can do 3 more of your preferred choice, then that would be fantastic. Use your legs, use your arms, use your core. Hopefully, breathing in, curling the toes, lift, hold, lift one arm with your breath out, pause, lift the other arm with the breath out, pause. You've got one more. Do it with me. Either the leg or both legs and one arm. Lift, hold, lift, relax. Let's do something different. Lie down on your side. If you've got a towel, bring your towel underneath your head. I'm just going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see me. We're going to do side lying exercises, okay? Lying down on your side, and your arm is going to be underneath your ear. You want to be in a straight line. Same thing, ankle, knee, side of the knee, hip and ear. Take this hand in front of your chest. Let your head rest on the floor and lift the top leg. I want you to be really lazy. I want you to lift that top leg and not lift it very high. So those that are keen will be, oh, no, this isn't about that. This is about a small leg lift, tiny leg lift. There are people whose hips are a different place. I've got quite a lot of padding, so I'm okay. But the hip will dig into the floor. If that's you, get a towel. Put something underneath your hip. Make this work for you. This is level 1, so make it comfy. Level 2, both legs 10 times. A small lift. The legs are lifting no higher than your skirting board. Okay, so it's tiny, but the ankles stay together and the legs are working the deep abdominal. Can you feel that? Are you tightening your deep abdominal to feel that? Lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. 2 more. Now level 3. Take the hand onto the side of the thigh. 10. Breathe out. 9. Good. 8. Really tighten the tummy. 7. If you can, get your second and third finger. Bring your hand to your hip, or your fingers to your hip bone. Find it. Then step your fingers in, and as you lift your legs, you'll feel the contraction in your deep abdominal. Am I right or am I wrong? Is it am I right? Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Finally, and this is finally, turn the top palm up, take the hand down your leg. I've just thrown this in for fun. Lift both legs and look at your ankle and then lower. Such a pretty move. Lift and lower. Oh, that will work the waist. And lower. 2 more. If your neck is hurting, what do you want to do? Do you want to look forward, or do you just want to keep your head on the floor? Bend your knees. Oh, massage. Release the lactic acid, which is a natural product that happens after exercise, but it's good to disperse it. Movement, massage does that. Hand in front, other hand above you. Bring your knee to your hand, okay? Push your foot at me. I want to see the sole of your foot. Now lengthen your leg away. Fab. If it's too much, make the movement smaller. If you want more, bring the big toe to your nose. Extend the leg and slowly back. 2 more. Knee to hand or toes to nose. Roll back. 1 last one. Push and release. Bend the knees. A little bit more release. So let's do that all on the other side. Push yourself up. Take your hands to the other end of the mat. Straight line all the way down. Lengthen across the mat. Bring your ear to rest either on your towel or on your arm. Palm down to give you a bit of support. Other hand, palm in front of your chest. Tighten your tummy, ear, shoulder, hip and ankle. Lazy. Top leg, lazy. No effort. You want your leg to be a heavy weight. A weight that really pulls, not on your leg, but on your deep abdominal. Pull your tummy muscles in. Do you remember? Pulling the deep abdominal in will help you to connect with that nerve initiation right down into your tummy muscles. Imagine that you were lifting your waist off the floor. Feel that happening for you. Notice, experience the muscle wall that is the deep abdominal. Yeah. Now go for level 2. Both legs lift up and down. What I experience, because I practice, is a pinch in my waist. I feel the pinch here because I'm drawing my tummy in and I'm lifting my legs. I'm trying to rest my head and I feel the squeeze in my waist. It's a tiny move that you will feel for days. Give me a couple more. Hands still in front of chest. Now, bring the hand onto the thigh. Give me 10 of these. Good, 9 of these. Breathe out. Hover those legs off the floor. Don't let them touch. Come on, lift. Lift again. Come on, 5 more. Lift those legs. Don't let them touch the floor. 4 more. Good. Could you bring both legs higher? Now you can work harder because we're at the hardest level. Couple more. Hold. Arm above you, fingertips together so the palms in. Raise the head, raise the legs and look down and lower. And do it again. Lift, look down and lower. That looks amazing. Athletic, strong. Big breath out to do this. Powerful. Give me one more. Big breath out. Hold for a few seconds. Little pulse, little squeeze in the tummy. And rest. Bend your knees. Well done. Give those hips a release. And bring your hands to the floor. Stretch out the thigh. Bring the knee or the hamstring. Bring the knee to the hand. Push your foot forward. Show the sole of your foot. And then bring your leg back in line. Nice. Make it easier by making the circle smaller. Make it harder. Bring the knee up. Extend the leg so the big toe lines up with your nose. 2 or 3 more of those. So if you are a runner, a walker, if you're using your legs a lot, these hamstrings get so tight. One last one. Good. Turn over onto your back. Bring your knees hip distance, your feet hip distance, and lay your hands on the floor, palms up. So your hips, we did all this work last week, we're getting our hips in line and our pubic bone in line, do you remember? And then we held the pelvis still by tightening the tummy and drawing the ribs down. If this isn't making sense, go back to part 1 of the videos and you'll see what we did. Knee over hip, tighten the tummy and lift when the leg lowers so that you feel this work in your deep abdominal. Good. It's very hard, I think, at a level 1. It's hard to find the tummy. So let's go quickly into a level 2. Knee over hip, push your back down, raise the second leg. Now move the back away so it's in neutral. Tighten your tummy and move your thighs so they're just, 90 degrees from your body? Now tap. Now bring the foot to the floor. Heel or toe, toe, taps, or heel, taps. Which one do you think's harder? Toe, taps, or heel, taps. Give me another 4 more each side. You can decide toes or heels, 1 leg or 2. Everybody's breathing. No, that's non-negotiable. I suggest you breathe out to lift, but that doesn't have to be yours. Because lifting the leg from that base point up is working against gravity. I'm going to do 1 more. Stop, rest and recover. Hands to knees, massage your back. Good. 1 last exercise. Come on. Knees over hips. I'm going to bring my hands beside me, tap 1 foot, then the other foot, and then lower my head. But I can't do that for my neck. If you've got a Pilates band, you don't have to use it, but they're really good for helping your neck. Alternatively, bring your hands behind your head. Okay, you've got your hands, so you can use your hands. Lift, tap, and the other side, and lower. Tighten the tummy, lower and lower. So do you remember what we did with the leaky water bottle? We tried to keep our body still as we moved our arms and legs. Same principle. Lift your head, keep your body still as you do this, and then pause. So give me 4 more. 1 side, elbows wide, and lower. Lift, 1 side, and the other, lower. Come on, 2 more to finish. Push those knees away. Push them further away from your body. 1 last one. Good work. And just your grand finale. Oh, you never give in, Adele. I know. See if you can slowly lower both legs. That's going to take an enormous amount of work. Knees move away. What does that do for you? So if you've had an operation, abdominal work, or your lower back is not great, don't do this. Single leg. This is all about listening to your body. Good, now bring your knees into your chest. Your head stays on the floor, your hands behind your knees, and just lift your bum. Just lift your bum. Can you do it and keep your head on the floor? It's a skill because we want to lift our head, but I want you to keep your head on the floor and just lift your bum. Now you can lift your head. Give me about 5 little rocks. 4. Squeeze in as tight as you can. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Come up into boat pose, which is here, or just land your feet. And just notice how you feel. Breathe in through your nose. And because we are settling and releasing, breathe out through your nose. So Pilates breath is in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's thoracic breathing. But deep meditational breath is in and out through the nose. So I want you to do that now. Sit comfortably. Maybe grab a cushion. Sit comfortably. When we meditate, it's not about being uncomfortable. It's not about pushing things away or trying to be still and quiet. It's just taking a moment and notice what comes up for you. Because this is the first time that your brain has had a chance to talk to you. Your subconscious has gone blah, 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 blah. So how about you reassure your brain? How about you reassure your subconscious? How about you have that kind of perspective, that overlook on your thoughts? It's okay. Johnny will cope. That will get done. It's okay. Use some reassuring language to yourself. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Things will pop up. That's what they do. You can reassure yourself. In through your nose, out through your nose. And as you do this, come into the back of your throat. What do you notice about the back of your throat? What's going on for you? What emotion sits there? What hasn't been said? Release. And then the best bit, bring that breath into your heart space. Feel your heart space expand with your breath in. And breathe out, feel it glitter all the way through your body. Self-compassion. So breathe in, fill up your heart space. And as you breathe out, feel it filter out to every cell of your body. Good, do that a couple more times. So feel the energy of your breath. So last week we were looking at what was there. This week, we're just filling it with love. Now let's do the same for your belly. Go down into your belly. What you're holding on to in your hips, in your pelvic floor, in your pelvic basin. What comes up for you? What memory? What thoughts? Okay. Just breathe out. And do it again. Travel down into your basin. Right down. Good. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. So if it's unnerving or you're not comfortable, go back to the heart. Go back to that radiating, shimmering heart. Give me a couple more of those. Notice how you feel. Remember this moment. Take it into your week. I'm talking to your conscious and your subconscious thoughts. Remember this feeling. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel blessed, happy, excited to be sharing this with you.